Also, please be collaborative. You know, this is your time. This is not a chance for me to get up here and talk at you. Please put your hands up, because we all want you to be really successful in your businesses. Secondly, so it's pointed. I've worked with a lot of different brands, so please, can people just in one word, because I know you haven't shared the specific ideas, just tell me the different categories your brands are coming from. For example, your ideas are in like healthcare. Can everyone just shout out different categories, please, so I know where it's coming from?
New media.
New media, fundraising, entertainment, healthcare,
education,
social commerce,
social what?
social commerce,
social commerce.
Information marketing.
construction.
Construction. Okay. There's two reasons I asked that, and that firstly is because I'm really interested in what you're doing, and secondly because I so want to insult you. I want to insult every single one of you personally, pointedly, with professional accuracy. I want to lock eyes and hold eyes with each one of you and insult you in a way that you won't forget. And I'm deadly serious. If I come out the other side of this and you are not personally insulted about what I presume you're going to do with your business after I talk, I have failed. Okay? And I'm deadly serious about it. Firstly, because in Australia that passes as charm. Secondly, because, as Ken alluded to, I have flogged myself shamelessly around the world doing advertising and branding, starting in Australia, working in the best places in London, working in many of the best places in the US, and for the last 6 years I've been a consultant, and I do 30 brands a year, and all I do is come across the same problem over and over and over again. And 90% of you in this room will make the same mistake no matter what I say. So I have to insult you, otherwise you're wasting my time and you're wasting your time. So first, before I continue, get over yourself. Okay, really. I know it's really hard to start a new business. I know your idea is going to revolutionize the world. I know you want it more than the next guy and you're willing to work harder, but just suspend all that crap for the next 30 minutes to see if you can actually do something that most other companies don't do. So set your ego aside. Why? This is not about you. Naming and branding is not about you. It's not about the URLs you buy. It's not about the IP you own. It's not about trying to just sound cooler than your competitor. So, you know, we've got names like this: Yahoo, Amazon, Google, Twitter. What does that all mean? It's so sort of arbitrary what it means, particularly in this age of new media. So let's examine it and see what's actually going on. Your name is important, but not for the reason you think. The process you go through in naming yourself will determine how you operate as a business, how you make decisions, what choices you make, the people you hire, how you take yourself to market, and how effective and profitable you are. So no pressure, no pressure. But really, it will, and it's the process. It's not the name itself. The problem is, you come across time and time again, is brands do not know who they are. They simply do not. Okay, so invariably they call you in and they say, right, we've got a marketing problem, we've got to sell this widget, we've got to take your new idea to market, what are we going to do? And you go, well, what's your point of view about that product? And they go, well, it's kind of this and it's kind of that, it's kind of this and it's kind of that. And you go, well, how can it be all those things? Firstly, what's your point of view in determining what's the point of view about that product or market? Well, we're this and we're this and we're this and we're that. And I'm like, you don't know who you are. And so we invariably end up doing a branding exercise, which is trying to determine what the hell a company is. And if you get that right in the first place, you will be ahead of 90% of the multinational Fortune 500 companies out there. And again, 90% of you in this room will not do it. And that will be one of the major reasons you fail. So what the hell am I asking you to do? 3 simple things, okay? 3 simple things. You have to be defined. It's so funny. People, when they come to marketing, they suddenly forget what communication is. If I walk into a room and talk about myself for 20 minutes, are you going to be interested in me? No, you're not. If I walk into a room and broadcast my schizophrenia, acting one way over here and one way over there, are you either going to know what I am or want to know who I am? No, you're not. All of this stuff is just first principles of communication. I don't think I should really get paid for what I do, as well as some people do get paid for what I do. Honestly, it's just what we're doing in this room tonight when the cameras aren't on and we're not standing up here at a podium. It's just communication, and social media is bringing that to the fore more than ever, but it's true. So you have to be defined. Informing that definition are your values. Now you have two choices when it comes to being a brand. And if some of this seems overly simplistic to you guys, it's not. You know when people work for 20 years or they write a book and they distill things down to very simple things at the end that seem self-evident? But if you've kind of gone a bit on that journey, you realize there's gravity to what they're saying. What Shaheen was saying and what I'm saying here is distilling down a gazillion mistakes. I've been fired so many times. I've written so many crappy ads. I have under-delivered and answered the brief the wrong way so many times. And this is the distillation of that. Now, brands have two choices. They can be everything to everyone. And that can mean two things. Right now, with all this new tech out there and all the new apps that are going on, they can go, oh my God, someone's on Foursquare. Here we go, let's all go to Foursquare. And everyone runs over here to Foursquare. Or they can go, everybody's into, I don't know, youth parties or whatever it might be. So let's take our lawnmower and bring it out to youth parties because that's where people are congregating. Okay? That is what someone tried. You see with brands all the time.